Raining apples, folks. Hey folks, just another part of my fall activities. Actually working on some Christmas crafts here right now. I got 3 Santa reindeer sleds. So I got the Santas all cut out right now, and the reindeer, I don't have them yet, but basically here's the pattern, and I'll be cutting those out later. But yeah, so yeah, it's just a bunch of fall activities that I got on the go. And like I said, woodworking is one thing I do. Got to get at my trailers. Another thing I have to do, put some stuff away for the winter. So yeah, it's basically getting ready for winter and stuff. So anyway, I'll just show you some of the stuff as we go along. Been at bird feeders and that recently. Did some hunting, same thing. I was out moose hunting again with the brother-in-law, trying to get his moose. We've covered a lot of ground, but again, we have not been successful in that regard yet. So anyway, still got about a month left in the season. Getting tough now, but we'll keep at it. So anyway, I'll just bring you along as we finish up some more woodworking. Thanks for watching, folks. And I think later on, Jeanette's going to do some more cooking, so stick around for that. All right, guys. Just like I said, this video is basically just a bunch of winter activities, getting ready for winter, and hope you enjoy. Well, folks, if you remember in a couple videos ago, I went moose hunting and I planned to take the trailer with me. This is the trailer. I had some problems with the tires on it, so the tires are bad on this trailer, so I got to change them out. So another job for the fall is to get these changed out, and that's what I'm at today. Now, got to replace my jack. So folks, I got the tires off. Terrific, I take them to the garage now and get them transferred over to some newer tires that I have. They're all 15-inch tires, but the bolt pattern on the rims that replacement tires are on don't fit this bolt pattern. So I gotta take it to the garage and get the tires transferred over. That's my next step. But yeah, I got 2 of them done. I'll leave that jack stand there now. Keep that up in place and go get the tires done. Well, folks, I mentioned earlier we had a bunch of jobs to do around here. One of them is picking apples. This tree is absolutely full this year. We've got picked a whole bunch of apples already. We cannot eat them all, but I'm going to pick these and give them away, friends and family, whoever wants them. But the tree is very full this year, and we've had a few nights of frost now, so these should be really tasty about now. So I'm gonna pick some of them are not so good, rotten. Birds get at them, animals get at them, whatever. But they're almost like a 5-point. They're good. I've eaten some already. But like I said, the tree is absolutely full. So gotta get up here now and pick them. Get the bigger ones for sure. I get this bag full. I'll get most of them, but still, they won't eat them all. So I'll give them away to family and friends and take them into work. I gotta be careful getting up here. I fell out of this tree last year. So I'm not gonna get up in the tree this year. I'll stick to my ladder. I went to go look for a fruit picker, but I haven't been able to find one this year. I didn't look very hard. I didn't look on Amazon or anything, but we shall get up here, and they're falling on the ground everywhere now. And I'll just do that in a second now. I'll get up, get in under, and see, yeah, they're falling on the ground. So let's try that method. Let's see, I've got holes in it. Yeah, that's one way to pick them. Pick them up off the ground is much easier than picking them off the tree. Yeah, they're like a 5-point. So they're delicious, don't get me wrong. I like them. But I won't be able to eat them all, so I'll give them away. And I'm sure somebody will enjoy them. Jeanette's got a whole bunch done up already. Applesauce for pies and stuff. But yeah, they're good looking apples. And the time of year now, we've had a couple days of frost. These are really good, tasty. Some of them got eaten up by insects and birds, but most of them are okay. I mean, like I said, they're good looking apples and they're tasty. Let's try this lamb. Wish me luck. Okay, not too bad. I don't need a helmet or anything. Got a couple knocked on the head, but that didn't hurt. Anyway, folks, I'm going to continue to pick these off and bag them up. So yeah, apples. We get a bunch every year, and this tree's been producing quite a bit in the last couple of years. And like I said, the top is still full. I can see all the way up through. This bag full is only a start of the pile that's on there. Not so much on this one this year. I got two, actually, yeah, I should show you. I got two trees here. This is a different variety here. Only a couple apples came on this one this year. Let's see what this is like. This is a bit of a sweeter apple. I don't know the variety. But again, they're ready to come down. This is a different apple. A rounder, not like a 5-point at all. Yeah, there's not as many on this tree. Some of them are still green, actually. But yeah. So anyway, folks, I'm going to continue this. Get back to you when I get them all done.
Hi guys, I'm back in the kitchen today, dealing with some more of our bounty from the fall. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to take apples that we grew on our own trees. We have a couple here, we have a couple at the cabin, and I'm going to process them down into an apple pie filling that I will bottle and put away for when I want pies or apple flips during the winter. I'm also planning on taking the mousse that I bottled up a couple of weeks ago, and I'm going to make myself a pot of soup for tomorrow night's supper. So I'm going to take you along for that, and hopefully we'll have fun. We'll see you in a bit. Okay guys, now that I've got the apples all peeled and cut up, I have put them into a pot with a little bit of butter, and I am slowly simmering them for about 5 minutes. Meanwhile, while these guys are simmering, on the back burner here, I have 2 cups of apple juice that I am going to reduce down to about a cup, just concentrate it a little bit. Okay guys, so I'm going to finish off this apple pie filling. So I have simmered down the apples for 4 or 5 minutes with just a little bit of butter, so they're all quite soft now. As you can see, they've softened up quite nicely. I took that 2 cups of apple juice and I simmered it down to about a cup. I actually simmered it down to about 3/4 of a cup, but then I added a little bit of water to bring it back up to the cup mark. So I'm going to put that in there. I'm then going to add 1/2 cup of regular white sugar, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, a teaspoon of cinnamon, and a 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, and I'm going to add that, and I'm going to bring this back to a boil and let it simmer for a minute or 2. I'll bring you back when it's boiling. So this is what the apple mixture looks like with all the ingredients added. And I'm just going to let this simmer for a minute or 2 before I thicken it up with some cornstarch. All right guys, this is boiling away right now, or simmering away right now. I've got about 3 tablespoons of cornstarch in this glass here. I'm just giving it a little mix, and then I'm going to slowly add it into the pie filling, stirring the whole time, which will thicken it up quite nicely. This is not my recipe. It is one that I found on the internet, and it is by PARSONS of RECIPIES. So if you're interested in making this pie filling, which I can guarantee is absolutely delicious, you can go visit his website at rockrecipes.com. So now that this is extremely hot, still sort of simmering and nicely thickened, we're going to put it in some bottles and seal it. So guys, what I got here now is my piping hot applesauce, some bottles that have recently been boiled, and the lids that have also been boiled. So I'm just going to fill these bottles. Give it a little shake to fill any air pockets that's in the bottle. Dig out a hot cap. Put that on there. Seal those up. When they cool, it should vacuum seal. I used a bottle of this yesterday, one that I had made earlier in the fall, and I made apple flips. So convenient. All I had to do was open the bottle, spoon it right onto my phyllo pastry. Worked like a dream. So I'll bring you back when I've gotten all the bottles filled. So I only got 3 bottles that time. Like I said yesterday, one bottle did some apple flips. I think I got probably about 2 dozen apple flips or apple turnovers out of one bottle. In reality, the recipe is, you know, for 1 pie. So if I go to make a pie, I might have to open 2 or 3 bottles. But this is a wonderful way to put away, you know, my excess apples. So thank you very much for watching. Okay, I'm gonna finish off the mousse soup right now. So I'm gonna start by prepping the vegetables. I've got a turnip, which I'm probably only gonna use half of it. And I've got some carrots that I'm going to process. So I'm gonna get at that now. You don't need to watch me peel and cut up all this stuff, so I'm going to put you on time lapse while I do it. Now this slap chopper is a very noisy but fast way to process vegetables. So you can see I got equal amounts of turnip and carrot all diced up there. I also have this bottle of bone stock that I did up a couple of weeks ago. And what I'm going to do is, you can see all the fat has risen to the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a spoon and a small bowl and scrape that off before I start using it. I don't want to put all this fat into the soup, so we're just gonna scrape it off and I'll throw it in the garbage. So I'm gonna start building the soup slowly as we go. What I've got here now are some onions that I've cooked till they are just translucent. To that, I'm then going to add a little bit of garlic. Give that a little bit of a stir. And then I'm going to add a package of mousse that we cut up in small pieces, you know, for stew and soups and that kind of thing. So I'm going to fry this up. I don't really need to worry about it getting fully cooked, but I do want to make sure, you know, I do want to brown it up a little bit before I start adding the next ingredients. To that, as it's browning up, I'm going to add a little bit of poppy rays. and a touch of salt. I didn't add any salt to the bone broth when I was making it, so you need to add a little bit here now. Turn down the pot a little bit. Just get this fried up. That mousse is sort of browned up. Like I said, I'm not worried about cooking it through because it will boil in the soup with the rest of the vegetables. I'm now going to add in this bone broth. If I can get it out of the bottle. It's gelled together quite well. Here we go. Then I'm going to just add a little bit of water and give this a little bit of a swirl. And add that in. As you saw, I managed to splash it. There we go. Clean off the handle of my spatula and give this a good stir. Oops. Found a bone. Turn the heat back up. Bring this back to a boil. Actually going to add some more water to it. There we go. We'll let that come to a boil and then I'll add my vegetables. Okay guys, the meat in the bone stock has come to a boil. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add the vegetables carefully and let those simmer away for 10 to 15 minutes. There we go. So we'll bring that back to a boil and let it simmer for about 10 minutes. I'll bring you back when that's done. Okay, so this soup has been simmering away for about 15 minutes. I'm gonna take the cover off and give it a little stir. I'm now going to add a can of tomato soup. And I'm also going to add a can of diced tomatoes. Give that a good stir. Lastly, I'm going to add a cup of rice. And I'm going to let that come back to a boil, let it simmer for another 5 minutes or thereabouts, and then I'm going to get Darrell to taste it when he comes home to make sure that it's seasoned properly. He's better at that than I am. See you later.
Morning folks, welcome back. If you remember a couple of videos ago, I did a couple Intarsia projects. I did the polar bear and the snowy owl, and just to show you some brief pictures of that here now. I got those all mounted on the back with backing, and got one coat of everything on them. But I mentioned then that I was doing other projects. I had 5 projects on the go that day. Well, I've been back out here, been busy. Didn't record a whole lot of it. I'll show you some of it, but basically I got 3 more projects done. This is a beaver I've done for a friend of a friend. Another wolf that I've done again for a friend of a friend. And I'm working here now on the whale, set of whales here, humpback whales again for a friend. So yeah, it's been busy in the garage. These are all glued up now, so I basically can take these apart and go and put everything on these now. So the whales, I haven't got a backing made for that now, so I'll get that backing done this morning. While that backing is drying, I will take these in and get them for everything. So yeah, coming along, progress is progressing well with the Intarsia. I got a few more projects remaining. These are intended for Christmas, I think, from what I understand from the people that I've been talking to. Not these, the ones that I got remaining to do. So they will be done in the next few weeks and be ready for Christmas. So anyway, folks, thanks for just give you a little update on the Intarsia. Like I said, I do this during the winter, so fall and winter, and I got more to do. I'll catch up with you later. So folks, if you watched the video up to this point, and just let you know that I'm running a quick contest. If you enter the comment moose for this video, I'm going to send out an Intarsia moose, like the one in this picture, to the winner. I won't be doing that draw until after Christmas, but it's another contest. Appreciate for all my subscribers are out there. Thanks a lot. So remember, enter moose in the comment for this video, and you'll be a chance to win one of these moose Intarsias. Take care, folks.